Hi everyone, this is Dr. GVR Seshagiri Rao, Professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. So today I want to discuss about engineering materials related question bank. So in this already we have covered theory part related to this engineering materials, classification of materials and applications of materials. So in previous sessions already we have learned the engineering tribology importance, the engineering materials importance in engineering tribology. So in this class, I want to discuss about detailed the model question paper 1 questions related to this engineering materials. So the topic is the model paper 1 questions related to this engineering materials topic. So sometimes they will ask questions like this: discuss various industrial applications of copper-based alloys. So already we have seen in previous sessions the copper-based alloys, the types of alloys, and how many materials are classified under this super alloys, and detailed composition, each and everything we have studied. But in this model paper, has asked discuss various industrial applications. What are the industrial applications of these copper-based alloys? So next, tin-based alloys and magnesium-based, like that they will ask. So the copper-based alloys have a wide range of industrial applications due to their excellent thermal and electrical conductivity. So these copper-based alloys are having the properties of thermal and conductivity, the corrosion resistance, and the mechanical properties. So having high excellent mechanical properties, already you know the mechanical properties. So what are the mechanical properties? Strength, hardness and brittleness, ductility, malleability, creep, all these things are comes under this mechanical properties. And corrosion resistance already you know. So these copper-based alloys having these properties. So that's why widely used in industrial applications. So the first one is brass. So copper zinc alloy. So this the characteristics are good strength, ductility, and corrosion resistance. So these applications are plumbing and fixtures. So used for pipes, valves, and fittings due to corrosion resistance and ease of casting. So the plumbing and fixtures application. So generally used for pipes and valves. The piping, the plumbing fittings, many fittings are there. So these all are so it withstand from the corrosion. So that's why due to this corrosion resistance property, the having this material alloys high corrosion resistance. So that's why they have used in this plumbing and fixtures application. Similarly, electrical components, terminals, connectors, and switches, because of good electrical conductivity property. That's why they have used in electrical components. So similarly, the musical instruments. So trompettes and saxophones and other wind instruments, and for its acoustic properties. So acoustic properties already you know. So this is related to the sound and noise, the acoustic properties. They're having its good acoustic properties. That's why they have used in the musical instruments. The decorative items. So architectural hardware, door handles, and decorative pieces due to its aesthetic appearance. So the appearance is good. So that this material is used for this decorative items. Similarly, the marine hardware used for ship fittings and propellers. Already we have seen in a sacrificial anode protection method and impressed cathodic protection method. We have studied the protecting methods in corrosion topic. So So the examples for the sacrificial anode or impressed cathodic protection methods are CFALs. So the corrosion protect, the CFALs protect from the corrosion by using those methods. So in the marine hardware, the material is used for the CFALs material is this copper zinc alloys. Next, bronze. So this one also copper tin alloy. The previous one is copper zinc and this one copper tin alloys. The characteristics are high strength and wear resistance and corrosion resistance. So having these three. So what are the applications? Bearings and bushings. Excellent wear resistance makes it ideal for bearing applications. So the marine applications are ship propellers, underwater fastenings, and then bearings due to resistance to corrosion in salt water. The underwater fastenings. So fastenings, many fastenings are permanent fastenings and temporary fastenings, rivets and bolts and nuts and couplings. So these all are comes under these fastenings. So the marine applications, ship propellers and underwater. Where the underwater equipment is required necessity, there these copper tin alloys are used. So the sculpture and art statues and art objects because of its workability and aesthetic finish. So that is appearance. The appearance is good. Next, industrial machinery, gears. So you know the industrial machinery gears, warm drives, warm and warm wheels, and heavy machinery components for durability and wear resistance. These all are used in industries. They are related to this mechanical components. The coinage next used historically for coins due to durability and ease of minting. So that's why this material is used for this coinage. The coinage, modern coins, especially those require durability and resistance to corrosion, automotive, brake lines, hydraulic suspension systems for corrosion resistance and reliability. Next, beryllium copper. The characteristics are high strength, hardness, and good conductivity. So, what are the applications of beryllium copper? Electrical connectors and springs. So, used in high reliability connectors and precision springs. So, wherever the precision is required, high precision is required in the springs for its strength and conductivity, the electrical connectors and springs, the application they used in this the beryllium copper and non-sparkling tools. So ideal for hazardous environments like oil rigs and chemical plants due to non-sparkling properties. So these are the applications of this beryllium copper. So the main characteristics are high strength, hardness, and a good conductivity. That's why due to this conductivity property, they have used in electrical connectors. And then strength, it gives more strength and hardness. So that's why used in this springs. Next, copper nickel alloys. Copper nickel. Copper nickel. It's called as another name is copper nickel alloys. So what are the major characteristics? High resistance to corrosion, especially in seawater. In seawater and good thermal stability. The applications are marine engineering, ship hulls, offshore oil platforms, and desalination of plants for corrosion resistance in seawater. So next application is second application is heat exchangers and condensers. So used in power plants and chemical industries for efficient heat transfer and corrosion resistance. So they have this material is used in marine engineering applications, and heat exchangers and condensers. So these are the applications for this copper nickel alloys. Next, aerospace components used in aircraft landing gear bushings and high stress components due to strength and fatigue resistance. The strength and the fatigue resistance. So you know the fatigue property. And molds for plastic injection molding. So high thermal conductivity allows for rapid cooling and efficient molding process. So in aerospace components, why this material is used in aerospace components? So this due to its strength and fatigue resistance. So more strength is required, and it should be withstand the fatigue property. So you know the fatigue property is the mechanical property. So whenever the component is subjected to cyclic loads, so after some interval of cycles, the component will fail due to the yield stress. The crack formation will be possible. So generally occur this type of failure in mechanical components. The molds for plastic injection molding, high thermal conductivity, so allows for rapid cooling and efficient molding process. Next, copper silver alloys. Characteristics: high electrical and thermal conductivity with improved strength and oxidation resistance. The applications are electrical contacts used in high performance electrical and electronic components due to excellent conductivity. Heat exchangers employed where superior thermal conductivity and corrosion resistance are required. Next, jewelry and decorative items. So utilized for its aesthetic appeal and workability. So the look wise very well. So in jewelry and this material. So that's why used in this jewelry and decorative items. So and then wherever required the thermal conductivity in case of heat exchangers. So this material, these copper silver alloys are useful. Next, phosphor bronze, the copper tin phosphorus alloys. The characteristics are high fatigue resistance, low coefficient of friction, and excellent corrosion resistance. The applications are spring applications used in electrical switches, connectors, and other spring loaded mechanisms for reliability and longevity. Marine hardware, ideal for ship propellers, pumps, and valve components due to resistance to seawater corrosion. And similarly, industrial fasteners. So industrial fastener screw, bolts, and nuts where high strength and corrosion resistance are required. So the industrial fasteners, so screws and bolts and nuts. So two types here. One is permanent type, another one is temporary fasteners. So these bolts, screws are temporary fasteners. So the rivets are comes under this permanent type of fastener. So industrial, though where the fasteners are required, there this material is used. So musical instruments used for strings and needs in peons and other instruments for durability and acoustic properties. Next, copper aluminum alloys, aluminum bronze. So characteristics are high strength, excellent corrosion resistant, especially in marine environments, and good wear resistance. The applications are marine applications and aerospace components. So marine applications used in shipbuilding, propellers, and underwater fastenings for its resistance to corrosion and biofouling. So aerospace components are landing gear components and structural parts where high strength and fatigue resistance are essential. So that's why this material is used in aerospace components. So the structural parts require more high strength and also fatigue resistance. So next, industrial equipment, bearings, bushings, and wear plates in heavy machinery for durability and wear resistance. The chemical industry valves, pumps, and fittings exposed to corrosive chemicals for longevity and reliability. So it gives long life. Next, copper silicon alloys, silicon bronze. Another name is silicon bronze. So here the characteristics are good strength, excellent corrosion resistant, and good weldability. The applications are marine applications used in boat building, especially for fasteners and fittings due to corrosion resistance. Similarly, industrial components, pump and valve components in the chemical and petrochemical industries for corrosion resistance. So required here pump and valves required, valve components are required. So good high corrosion resistance property. So that's why this copper silicon alloys having this property. They are used in industrial components. Next, architectural applications. Architectural applications are roofing, flashing, and other architectural elements for durability and aesthetic appeal. The electrical components, switches, and connectors, and relay springs for reliability and conductivity. Next question is discuss various industrial applications of nickel-based alloys. The copper-based alloys already we have seen. Now he has asked nickel-based alloys. So what are the nickel-based alloys are there? Inconel. So nickel chromium alloys is called as inconel material. The characteristics are high temperature strength and oxidation and corrosion resistance. So that's why the material is used in aerospace and jet engines, turbine blades, and exhaust systems where high temperature resistance is required. The material should be withstand high temperatures. So there these nickel chromium alloys are used. And combustion chambers due to ability to withstand extreme temperatures. Similarly, power generation. So power generation sectors, the gas turbine components, steam generators, and heat exchangers for high temperature stability and corrosion resistance. Next one, chemical processing. In chemical processing industry, reactors, distillation, columns, and piping systems handling corrosive substances. Next, marine applications are submarine and naval vessel components due to resistance to seawater corrosion. The automotive, turbocharger rotors and seals, exhaust valves, and other high temperature engine components. So these are the applications of this nickel chromium alloys. So next one is ashed alloy. So this one nickel molybdenum chromium alloys. So characteristics, exceptional resistance to a wide range of corrosive environments and high strength. The very high resistance and high strength. So this is the very good characteristics of this material. The applications are chemical processing industry and oil and gas. So in chemical processing, reactors, heat exchangers, and piping systems for handling aggressive chemicals like hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, and chlorine. So next, whereas in oil and gas, so downwall tubing, piping, and components exposed to sour gas and high pressure environments. So the pharmaceutical industry, this material, the nickel molybdenum chromium alloys are used in pharmaceutical industry. So the equipment used in the production of pharmaceutical where contamination and corrosion must be minimized. So this is very important in pharmaceutical industry. when they are mixing the tablet composition or powders, different powders, their contamination should be minimized. And corrosion, the equipments. So the equipments used for preparing the medicines. So those their corrosion should be protected. So that's why this material is used. The waste treatment. So incinerators and scrubbers and flue gas desulfurization systems. The desulfurization systems are used in this material for waste treatment. Next, monel. So that is nickel copper alloys. So the characteristics are high strength, excellent resistance to seawater and acidic environments. So the marine applications, the applications are marine engineering, propeller shafts, pump impellers, and fittings due to resistance to seawater corrosion. One is application marine engineering, another one is oil and gas, valves, pumps, and piping systems in offshore and shore gas environments. In aerospace, fuel and hydraulic lines and exhaust systems, chemical processing, equipment handling hydrochloric acid and other aggressive chemicals, musical instruments, tubing, and valves for high quality brass instruments. Next, NVAR, nickel iron alloy. So you know about this NVAR, this having low coefficient of thermal expansion. So these precision instruments used in manufacturing of precision measurement devices like clocks, spring balance systems, and scientific instruments. In whereas in aerospace, satellite and space probe components. So where dimensional stability over a range of temperatures is critical. And similarly, the electronics. Shadow mass for cathode ray tubes and components in electronic requiring dimensional stability. So there, this material is used. So due to low coefficient of thermal expansion. So these are the references I have taken for this explanation of model question paper questions. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.